Good evening. We're going to continue Unit 3, Lesson 19. Express customary measurements of weight in terms of smaller units. So tonight's another lesson in our measurement unit in Unit 3. Here we go. A soccer ball weighs about 1 pound, and a pound is abbreviated this way, LB. That's the abbreviation for a pound. And a slice of bread, well, we can say that weighs about 1 ounce, and we would abbreviate OZ dot for ounce. The soccer ball is about blank times as many as the slice of bread. Now this is the part that you need to remember. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. That's the conversion that you really always need to remember when it comes to ounces and pounds. In 1 pound, there are 16 ounces. So the soccer ball is about how many times as heavy as the slice of bread. And hopefully you're placing and saying that it is 16 times as heavy as the slice of bread. Now if we look at this number line, we have 1 pound, 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds. And then we have this picture. How many ounces does the other side need? So if one side here has 4 pounds, how many does the other side need to have? So if we remember our conversion, we have in 1 pound is equal to 12 ounces. That's the conversion that we need to remember. 12 ounces, 16 ounces. This is the conversion that you always have to remember. All right. So in that case, let's place it on our number line to figure out. So 1 pound, is the conversion is 16 ounces. But what about 2 pounds? Well, that just says 16 times 2. And 16 times 2 is 32 ounces. Now, what about 3 pounds? 16 times 3. That is 48 ounces. And then the last one is 16 times 4. And 16 times 4, we got 16 times 4 is 64 ounces. And how much does the other side need? Well, it's going to need, in order to balance out, in order to be 4 pounds on the other side, you're going to need 64 ounces. This is the conversion chart you're going to need to remember. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces, 2 pounds, 32. This is the main part right here. You got to remember this first line, and then everything else comes together because you're going to multiply. But this is the one, always remember, 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. All right, let's fill in the chart. 3 pounds is equal to how many ounces? Well, let's remember that. Let's list 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And then we can fill this up. You need to remember that conversion. So 3 pounds, how many ounces are in 3 pounds? Well, you have 48 ounces. What about 6 pounds? 16 times 6 is 96 ounces. 10 times 16 is 160 ounces. Because 10 times 16 is 160. 1 times 16 is 16, and then you add on your 0. And 16 times 19 is 304 ounces. So multiplication is going to help you solve for this input-output chart using the conversion that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. 6 pounds and 12 ounces is equal to how many ounces? Well, if we take the 6 pounds, we have to convert that into ounces. So let's put that down. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So we have to solve that using multiplication with that conversion. So 16 times 6, 36, carry the 3. 1 times 6 is 6, plus that 3 is 9. So we have 96 ounces, but don't forget that we need to add on the 12 ounces. So we have 96 plus the 12 extra ounces is 108 ounces. So that's our answer. 19 pounds and 6 ounces is equal to how many ounces? Again, we have to convert this 19 pounds into ounces, and then we have this extra that we need to add on. So let's write down our conversion. 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. And now we're going to use multiplication to convert. So 19 times 16, and you're going to have to choose the best multiplication method that you prefer to solve this. I'm just going to use standard for right now. 9 times 6 is 54. Put the 4, carry the 5. 1 times 6 is 6, plus 5 is 11. All right, now we're ready to cross out that 6, add on the 0. 1 times 9 is 9. 1 times 1 is 1. These are your partial products, and we're going to add them. 4, 10, and 3. So it's 304 ounces. But don't forget to add on the 6 extra ounces. So we have 304 plus the 6 is going to give us 310. So 19 pounds and 6 ounces is going to equal 310 ounces. 32 pounds and 1 ounce. Take away 10 ounces. All right, so we're going to put this down. So 32 pounds, 1 ounce, take away 10 ounces. All right, in that case, we're going to have to take away a pound and give that extra 16 ounces to the top. So when I do that, I'm going to take away a pound, and that will give us 31. And then I have to give that extra pound in ounces to the 1 ounce, which would be 16, plus that 1 ounce would give us 17 ounces. Now we're able to subtract. Ounces, 17 minus 10 is 7, so we have 7 ounces, and 31 minus nothing is just 31 pounds. So the answer is 31 pounds and 7 ounces. Right here is where I had to have that conversion to help me, because we have to remember that 1 pound is equal to 16 ounces. So once I took away a pound, I needed to give that extra 16 ounces to the 1 ounce, and then add that 1 ounce to the 16 to get 17. My student's waiting for me to put up the answer. Not gonna happen. Dream on. Solve the next couple of problems. Thanks, Yoda, but you can't help them. 24 pounds and 15 ounces is equal to how many ounces? And I want to see your work tomorrow. I want to see those conversions in action. 22 pounds and 3 ounces minus 18 ounces. And yes, I want to see your work tomorrow. I want to see those conversions and how you're taking away from the pounds and adding it to the ounces. My teacher's silently standing behind me, and it's me trying to play cool math games in class. Beware of Yoda lurking around and watching and making sure you're doing your work. Have a great night.